DJ Rasta Root.
Conversations with Kizzy. Conversations with Kizzy. Conversations with Kizzy. Conversations with. Let's go! Fresh on the scene, she a queen and you knowing her name and ring bells. And knowing it's not hard to tell. Promoting that knowledge ain't doing it for hell. No Mario going through hatches and shells. Go through
Hey
the
y'all.
top, taking steps to the gates. She hoodie up, cause sometimes she loses faith. Heart is too precious for love to be fake, baby.
Hey.
She a boss, took the crown off your top. And I told her I'm playing, she just too fine. Had to reach her like a server.
Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Kizzy. And here we are on another Tuesday night with another episode of Conversations with the Kizzy presented to you by the one and only Men Ain't Men. Either way, it's me. How y'all doing? It is Tuesday night and I got questions and somebody gotta have answers. So can we talk for just a minute? I keep saying I like them. I don't know what I did. Reposition my laptop, my computer, couldn't have been my laptop. Had to be this here extra screen. So now I'm seeing this light pop up. But guess what? I don't care tonight. My wig lifting. My new wig will be here on Friday. Hope everybody is doing wonderful tonight. Y'all know what I got to go do. Y'all know I got to go fix Facebook. I don't know why it pop over there like that. I don't know. Anyway, I got questions. Y'all got answers. I don't know. I got a lot of stuff to tell y'all tonight. A lot. So let me edit this real quick. Well, not Facebook over there spinning, but okay, there we go. I was gonna say, I don't know. It never tags ever. I hear music. It's playing in my ear. It's playing. Y'all should be able to hear it too, but it's real low. All right, there we go. Got my tag in now. Let's chat. We got a topic tonight. I didn't put it on the flyer like I normally do, but I've been seeing this. I didn't saw this a couple of times, so I figured we was gonna talk about it because I got questions. Because even I myself have experienced this, and it blows my mind when I saw it and thought about it, which I had never really. I guess I had thought about it. I guess I had said it in so many ways, and then when I saw something, it was like, I've been saying this for a minute. So not somebody else. I ain't the only one that's getting it. My glasses are crooked. Probably because that's in my ear. I don't need that. But anyway, so I got questions. And I be really wanting the dudes to tune in, to chime in. Somebody tag some of y'all friends and tell them to come holler at me. I got a question. I mean, married men would answer this question, but clearly they're married, so their answer would make sense. But it's for the men that are dating right now. And I see the post. I ain't doing nothing for a woman. Oh, let's go 50-50. Unless she doing this, that, and the third, which is how we got here in the first place. That is all how Men Ain't Men started. So I guess I'm going back to the beginning. We are coming up on our 3-year anniversary in 4 days. So yeah. And then I got to give y'all an update on the black tie experience because I had to change the date and I'm so upset and disappointed, but it's okay. It's okay. Matter of fact, let's talk about that first. I'll tell y'all later because this right here just has really been blowing my mind. Y'all know I see the post. I get tagged in posts, and it's always something that a guy is saying what he's not willing to do. I also get tagged in posts, for men talking to those same men about the same statement. Maybe they just receive it better from a dude than from a woman. Things work how they work, whatever the case may be. But I have been seeing it. It's becoming more and more common for a particular group of men. And what's funny, it's a particular age group of men at that. That's what it is. That's the thing that gets me. It's a particular age group, a particular group who fall within a particular age group that this be killing me with. And I see they posts. I know some of them be absolute strangers, I'll be knowing, but I see the posts. They come up on my feed. And I guess because I be on here doing this, people that I don't follow and who don't follow me, um, I see their stuff. The algorithm be doing what it be doing. And y'all know I be commenting too. I don't even say too much. I just be like, wow, these comments, man, amen. And I tag the page. That's it. That's it. Like I done had a couple of people come to me and try to argue, and I was like, all I said was that I understand the woman's perspective based on my own experiences. But they're so big on what they require or what they want their woman to be straight out of the gate. You understand? And I've been saying this for the longest. You can check my resume, which means go back and find a video, a previous live, where I've said y'all are expecting wifey duties. Look at these spots. I had some oil splash on me and I haven't had a chance to get myself together, which I'm gonna do after this. Y'all want wifey, y'all want a woman to perform wifey duties, but you're not willing to take on any husband responsibilities. I'm gonna sip on that one. Y'all let that one sink in. Y'all have heard me come on here and tell y'all about a dude who was like, "Oh, I need you to wash my clothes. I need you to do this. I need you to do that." And I'm like, "Why would I do any of that? What are you gonna be doing?" Oh my gosh, straight up. Let me go turn this music off. I mean, what are you gonna be doing during that time? If I'm gonna be doing that, what are you gonna be doing? We don't even live in the same house. So I've asked, well, if I come and do this for you at your house, like, what are you going to do at my house? Because don't none of that stuff that you asking me to do need to be done at my house. So in exchange, what are you going to do at my house? What bill are you willing to pay to have me come in and act like I'm your wife over there, and I need you to be act like you my husband over here? When this one particular bill, you pay the light bill, it's the cheapest one I got. Pay that one. That's what I told him at the time. Told me no. So no, I'm sorry, I can't perform the wifey duties for you. I can't do it. Y'all want everything out of the gate. Y'all want us to be your wives, your bitches, your whores, your sluts out of the gate. Why would I give you a test drive if I can't take one? I got to see if you're gonna be what I need you to be. Cause talk is cheap, and if it got any cheaper, they be selling Nike tongues instead of Nike sneakers. I can't remember who said that, but somebody said that. I can't remember if it's a movie or a song, but it blows my mind of the expectations that men have, but then turn around and complain when old girl asks them for some money. You weren't complaining when she washed your clothes. You weren't complaining when she made you a meal. You weren't complaining. I mean, I understand that asking out of the gate thing, but then y'all asked for it out of the gate, so she asking for money out of the gate. Maybe it's a test to see if you not necessarily a simp or a duck or whatever, and that maybe it's just a test to see if you are in the mindset of providing. Now she might be a little gold digger, but I don't blame her for that. Y'all gotta understand she got there because a man has always expected everything for her. She made the epic mistake of giving him everything and didn't get nothing in return. I don't know why they think penis pays any bills. It don't. And then you have to really think about it. If you're gonna date somebody that does not want to step up and show you that he is a provider, the man ain't really ready to be in a relationship. Or maybe he just wants a relationship. He doesn't want it ever to move past that. Maybe he just wants a screw thing. I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't know. But y'all gotta make it make sense. Y'all ask the world of a woman when y'all are dating her. Even in the beginning. You don't think, her giving your body is not asking too much? But then you thinking you supposed to go 50-50, so you want her to take half of the responsibilities. That means when she tell you to close your mouth, you got to close your mouth. Pick a side, bro. Pick a side. I have seen so many men starting to talk about what I be saying, and it is blowing my mind. You ought to see the comments. The fellas be in the comments. Oh, you a simp. Why that man got to be a simp? Because makes sense to me. They automatically assume because they're a man that they're supposed to instantly make that. That means you instantly submit as a woman. You, it ain't automatic. It's just like a 5 speed. It's just like a 5 speed car. You got to shift from each gear to get to the fifth gear. You got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unless you drive like me and come out the gate in two and pop it up in four and then going on the five. Just kind of depends on what I'm doing. I'm a country girl, so it's the same concept. I didn't say this, and I can't remember where I heard it either. But no woman loves you unconditionally, but your mama. Every other woman, it comes with a condition, and nobody is. This goes right back to me saying, brothers, if you don't make her feel safe, what what could you possibly expect her to do? Y'all go get y'all cup. I got mine. I don't know if y'all dropping comments or not, cause I ain't got the comments open. Hold on now. I don't know. It just blows my mind because I literally had to have a serious conversation with a particular individual, and I let him go on and on, Mister. Yeah, that I punched side the head the other week. I let him go on and on about nonsense. To be perfectly honest, you won't do nothing for me. I'm like, you sound like me. you sound like you sound like a woman complaining to a man. Why? What am I supposed to be doing for you when you? What do you do for me? So he went on this whole spiel, and when I tell y'all it was outlandish, I'm gonna tell you how outlandish it was. That man told me he paid his rent, he paid his light bill, he paid his car insurance, he paid this, he paid that. That's not for me. We don't live together. We aren't even married. I'm not even your girlfriend. So you telling me you do all of that lets me know that you can take care of yourself as a grown up. That's good. That isn't being a provider. When you do that for somebody else is when you become a provider, whether it be an adult or a child. You haven't experienced either one of those things. You just are so accustomed to talking to women and using them to get what you want. Now, this ain't for all men. I'm just telling y'all observation wise and some things that I've experienced on my own. You want all of this, all of this, all of this, and you haven't given anything. So, just for example, I let him go on and on about all the things that he does, right? And I pointed out none of that stuff right there. That's your stuff. That ain't my stuff. You don't pay my cell phone bill. You don't pay my car insurance. You don't do none of that. You don't pay my bills. So you're doing what everybody else does. The single. You ain't doing nothing special. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. So I waited till all of that was done, and I said, "Well, tell me, what have you done, and what do you do for me?" Y'all know it was bad if I did this. His answer. He said, "I can, I could do." I said, "Well, see, it's the same. That's how it works. No woman is going to take you serious until you show her that you could or that you can, especially when all you're doing is expecting and asking. That ain't how that works. You make a woman feel like she has to take care of you, and that's a liability. I'm just saying. Every relationship different. We work for some, don't work for all. Process and income levels dictate how contributions should go in a relationship. Nah, Lil Duke, I know you know that ain't what it say in the Bible. It's absolutely different. But you got somebody who flat out thinks that they telling you that you should be a Proverbs 31 by a woman. when they bring it into the picture, then you have to obligate them to understand that it says other things in the Bible about what that man should be doing to get a submissive woman. A lot of men don't understand that they have to submit first, and that's unfair too uncommon. But then they don't want to. So sis, if he ain't trying to, then you ain't the one. That's why I push. That's why I be like, I'm out, go about your business. But then they just won't leave me alone. Y'all, my OCD kicked in. That's what I was doing. My bad. It's something right on this table. I ain't like it. So, being that you saying that, why do women get mad when men ask what they bring into the table? Because it's not the woman's response. Okay, as a provider, is he only providing the table and expecting the other 50% to come from her? Any man that asks a woman what she brings to the table is confused about the table. You know what they say? You get a house, you get a woman to make it a home. So if you get a table, she makes it a family gathering because he can't do that by himself. He gonna need her for that. You prepare a place, she prepares the meal. And in this day and age, and in this day and age, women bring their own table. So how does that work? When he asking a woman what she brings to the table, and her table is just like his or bigger, doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. And he's asking her what she brings to the table. The table to do what? What is he asking her to do at the table? What exactly are you expecting for her to bring to the table? Now, you can cook, but you can't bring a family to the table without a woman. Let me see you do that one. Think about it. There's a whole lot of things that you cannot accomplish without her, and vice versa. It's just that too many men are sitting in their femininity, which is making women have to go to their masculinity. And that ain't really what a bitch want to do. So then when she get there and she have to stay there so long, she becomes a creature of habit. She becomes a creature in survival mode. And I've seen men go through this too because oh my God, I know one right now that is so damaged, and not because he was a awful guy in his relationships. He might have missed a couple of steps, but it's more likely for it to happen to a woman than a man. She can't either, takes two. It does, but that's what I said, and vice versa. But don't act like most men I ain't gonna say most men that I've encountered and some of the posts that I've seen, they're expecting her to do the exact same thing that he does, but he still wants to be in charge. And that math don't math. He wants her to be responsible for the exact same things that he is responsible for and have all the say, where the word stops with him. If that's going to be the case, then so do these bills. They expect to lead verbally. But how can you possibly think that you can tell somebody or lead somebody that you have required to be exactly like you? Now, in this day and age, teamwork makes the dream work. How it works for you, it works for you. But it's a lot of men running around right now single that have a mentality, oh, what's she gonna do for me? Well, have you made a space or a place or a room for her to do something for you? Because you got to make a space for that. You got to prepare a space for that. You got to prepare a space for that. She messing with my baby, y'all. She messing with my baby. My baby hollering, and my baby was hollering a minute ago. She must have taken the bathroom and gave her a bath, and my nana was still hollering. I don't like that. Miss Sellers say no. I'm telling you, men don't realize they have to create a space for that woman to be what he need for her to be. You can't come out dictating. You can't come out making demands when you haven't proven yourself to her that she fit in that space. And that's what that's all I'm talking about. They have these expectations and don't create a space. No, she's not gonna cut grass, fix cars, fix stuff around the house, partial labor. First of all, if she's like me, yes, she will. What y'all heard? What he said? Nope, she's not gonna cut grass, fix cars, fix stuff around the house, partial labor. Yes, she will. Anybody that done rode by this house in the last couple of months has seen me under the car. My daddy taught me. I was a daddy's girl. I was outside. I know a little thing. It is what it is. Y'all have seen me posting ties. And then I get these phone calls. Oh, why you ain't called me? Didn't create a space. The ratio ain't the ratio 7-1. That don't mean nothing. Cause when I do it, it's a problem. But when they do it, it's not. They act like they have a problem because the odds be against me and I still come out winning. It's funny to me. It's funny to me because then I'm everything but a child of God. But just because the odds are against me don't mean it's not possible. If you the environment that you create in your relationship is important. The environment that you create when you want to date is important on any level for anybody. But for a man to just walk up well, tell me what you bring to the table. Bitch, this ain't no motherfucking interview. This ain't no interview. This is not an interview, honey. No, because it's an abundance of ads. Some may say overflow. It doesn't matter. It don't matter to me. And the reason why it don't matter to me, because the ratio don't apply. It might be that ratio, but some of us can get around that. Some of us can get around that. Some of us can have the same exact ratio. I'm just saying. Because if he got a ratio of 7-1, and he's one of him and he's dating 7 other women, at what point is he going to be serious about one of them? And if that's never his intent, that's cool. Say that and let them 7 decide whether or not they want to tumble in his world. The exception, there is an exception to every situation, but the problem is instead of them being honest with their no nice ratio, they lie and they set expectations and they set these expectations with multiple women. It's okay when they do it, but it's a problem when I do it. Stop expecting everything. And ladies, ladies, get some boundaries. It's y'all fault. I'm just saying. You get come, let her go. Come in, Nana. The people want to see you, girl. She finna tell on her mama. You need Nana. Where's it? You you want Nana phone? It's charging, but you can have Nana phone for a little while, okay? It's all right. You want the other phone, mommy other phone? All right, here, get out and take Nana phone, okay? Nana, come get it later, all right? Here, let me wipe the face. Hold the phone. Nana heard you crying. It's okay. I love you the most. It's all right. Here, they go YouTube right there. Are we going YouTube? All right. Go with mommy. I'll come get it later when I finish, okay? Kira. Oh, girl, I see it. Let me see. That's bananas, y'all. She went on YouTube and we're live. She just slid on YouTube and there I am. Let me screenshot it, girl. All right, now let mommy help you find what you want to look at. I see it. She see her nana on there. She is. Go and get the phone. She finna help you pull up what you want to watch. It's me live. Let her watch what she. No, Nana, don't watch. Okay, well, you weren't speaking on the ratio of men to women. Okay, so how many women have you dated that did you absolutely positively wrong? You see, they they're messing with Nana girl, and I don't like it. She was crying. She happy now. She got my phone. She know I ain't finna talk to nobody while I'm on here. But it's just an unfortunate amount of men who have lost the 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 want, I guess, and it probably has a lot to do with maybe what they've experienced, but y'all need to have conversations with each other out of the gate, and I do, and I've had these conversations, and they still lied. And they still lied, and then men get bothered by me because I'm very straight to it. I don't have time to play games with you when it comes to me, and if I only need you for whatever, then I'm gonna tell you and let you decide. Choice is probably three base things on looks rather than value and morals. And yeah, but sometimes, yes. What? Wait a minute. See, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, cause see, we might look at somebody and be like, "How he talk to her," and he might look at her and think she's the most beautiful girl in the world. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you know that it might. So it's still based on looks, but you have to first be attracted to somebody in some way, shape, or form, and a lot of the times it is off of first appearance. You do gain, and there are times when a person gains an attraction for someone just based on their interactions and not because of their appearance, because of who they are, what they stand for, their morals, their values, their personality, their sense of humor. Those those are much better suited type relationships because it's not something based on something so superficial. It's based on who that person is and not what they actually look like. And a lot of times it ain't even necessarily what they look like. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you, it could truly be what he or she drives. Because I know I done got approached because of what I drive. I've had people, men say something to me about I don't have it anymore, but about my Audi SUV. I've had men say something to me about how nice of a truck it was, and then the next thing out of their mouth was, "What's your name?" or "Where your man at?" or something to that nature. But what y'all get them nice rides for, fellas? If you don't want nobody to notice them, hey Richard, what you get them for if you don't want nobody to notice them? You go out and get a nice ride to get attention, and we in the South, so you know how they do. They go out and get a nice ride, throw some candy paint on that thing, throw some 22s, some 24s, some 30s, and some dunk in the trunk. Part of that is he'll pick me. He go for the attention. Then when she picks him and only wants him for the things that he has on display, she a gold digger. Sir, you flashing gold. What you thought you was gonna get with that? The attraction is not what should matter, but the character. Exactly. You're gonna be attracted. There's gonna be an attraction to that person, and it could be their character. It does not necessarily always have to be in the physical, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. If I think somebody is attractive, you may not think they're attractive. But men are real big on talking about how women do certain things to get attention, and y'all do the same thing. Y'all just ain't got on booty shorts. It's your outfit, it's your clothes, it's your cologne, it's your hairstyle, your haircut, your car. Y'all be out there prowling just like the ladies do. But then y'all have these expectations that, oh, I need for her to do this, 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 and this. Okay, well, did you talk to her about what maybe she needed? Because it'll be a lot easier. Things will go a lot smoother if you got her input on it. Instead of telling her what she ain't, and you ain't this and you ain't that. That's why I be like, conversation go a very long way. You find out a lot of stuff, and then y'all be wondering why. I be like, yeah, I had to leave him alone because I ask questions and I listen and I pay attention to see if those actions match up with those words. I am one of the, I can attest that I definitely have. I remember telling a story about how a dude at the time, it offended me when he told me I was an asset. And at the time, it offended me. And I remember telling y'all about it. Then I remember telling y'all at the same time, like a little while later, that he's right. I am. And that's okay, as long as I know it. But I don't jump out. I'm not one of those women who jump out the gate and have these immediate expectations of you giving me your money. Spending it, yes. But giving it to me, not necessarily. And then I don't really be asking for too much. I just be need what I need. I might, I want you to date me. I need you to court me. I need for you to plan little things. I want to see, you know, where your head at. And what are you doing? Coming over to my house, chilling every time you see me is not it. Let's go somewhere. Let's go do something. I want you to court me. A lot of men don't want to do that. And it makes me think, it makes me wonder, why don't you want to do that? Man, I ain't finna keep spending my money taking her nowhere. Take her to the park. I know helpers be on here tripping. What up, cuz? What up, Nisha? On here tripping about the Cheesecake Factory, coffee, dates. I don't know what's wrong with them heifers, okay? I don't. I don't. Take me to Cheesecake Factory. I love coffee. Ask them, can I get a shot of some cocoa liqueur in there in my morning coffee cream? I'll take some rum chata, please, if they got it with my coffee. So yeah, and then it just me looking at all the posts, and looking at the men telling what they ain't gonna do for no woman. Oh, and if she ain't willing to go 50-50, if this ain't that, I need a submissive woman. Da 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 da. My wife gonna be this. My wife gonna be that. Baby, you don't even know how to be nobody's boyfriend. How you gonna be somebody's husband? Hmm? Ain't nobody arranging marriages where this woman just gonna pop out and y'all gotta go to the altar and y'all gonna get married. In this day and age, y'all are meeting people and dating them. And y'all immediately expecting wifey stuff and be mad because she be wanting husband responsibilities in return. I don't know where they do that at. I'm sorry. I just don't. Right. Purpose and value brings productivity in every relationship and marriage. Right. It's like if you're just dating to have fun, date to have fun. But when y'all have it stop when don't get in your feelings when, ma'am, if you're dating to have fun and you tell him you're dating to have fun and he chooses not to date you anymore. Okay? I'm gonna tell you right now, he thinks you're a whore, even though he is probably wrong. But you're single. You do what you want to do. Because that's what he's doing. And nobody's calling him a whore. I'm just saying. Find out. Like, and I know women ask this question. I know they do when they start talking to somebody new. They ask them if they're dating somebody else. And these ninjas will say no. And then y'all could be chilling one day and she some chick pops up at his house. Y'all gotta make it make sense. Oh, but you do what you want to do. Yeah, but ain't nobody disrespecting you in the process. That's because I'm honest with people and tell them the truth. Are you dating someone? I am. I'm not in a serious relationship, but I am dating. We can't be fruitful and multiply. You can't be fruitful and multiply. It ain't say multiply by 100. It didn't give you a specific number. And most people ain't having, at least I don't know. I ain't ran into nobody with, in a long time that got 15 kids and all of them under the age of 17. It's been a long time since I ran into that. I know a few, but it's been a long time. Dating shouldn't be about fun. It should be about complementary dreams and aspirations for better tomorrow. It should be, but you got to date to find somebody first. Um, and if you might as well have fun while you're doing it, but you got to date somebody first to find the right conversation that you're having. And a lot of times, y'all, we mess up. Y'all be like, oh, don't worry about the other relationships that I've been in. I don't even talk about them when I'm dating somebody. I don't, because I want to see you for who you are. I don't need for you to understand exactly what somebody took me through, because I ain't holding on to that. However, it's still uphill. So I still can recognize the patterns if they become some, to know that to take a step back and to question, hey, what's happening here? Because this is what I noticed. And that's a slight trigger for me. What's up? I tried to have a conversation. Y'all, here I go again on my own. Last week, I can't even shake my head. All right, so I'm out. Um, I'm out and we chilling, we hanging out, and he would disappear. I'm like, okay. Like, I'll be like, I'll be back. I'm gonna step outside to smoke. And I'd be like, where did you go? Because I knew where I was, but like he would disappear. But later on in the evening, I noticed that, he was all happy about, I'm so glad that we got to, link up tonight. I'm glad, I've been you've been on my mind, blah blah blah. I'm glad I got you back. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, what's he talking about? Because I know nothing of what you're talking about. So this is somebody I knew. Just so happens the phone rings and I happen to see the phone. I just happened to look up and it had First Lady on the front. I was like, hey yo, I could have swore you said. and and so I asked the question, and he immediately got defensive. Do y'all think I argued with that gentleman? Mm-mm. I just excused myself. And then he called my phone trying to argue and scream. And I just like, yeah, click. Bruh, I don't have time. See, God be showing up and just be like, boom, here you go. I told y'all I be minding my business. I be in happy go lucky bliss. And boom, things just happen to where I see them and I be like, yeah. And I take a step back from it. Women, y'all see this big ass red flag flying out my head? Don't miss the signs. You sneaking out to go talk to some chick on the phone, baby. Maybe that's where you need to be. And I don't want to get in your way. And all of a sudden, I'm the bad guy because I didn't scream, I didn't yell, I didn't curse. I just excused myself with apparently with no explanation. But I did ask, like, who is First Lady? Because that's her name you give your lady. In your phone. I know it wasn't your mama. Because it was getting kind of late. No, it ain't your mama. And because I asked, it was, oh, you act like da 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 da. Don't even worry about it. And I'm pretty sure I'm the bad guy and I overreacted, even though the level of disrespect that you displayed. Because when nobody calling my phone, when no man calling my phone, I went picking it up, sneaking out to go talk to no dude while I was with you. I don't think people understand. I don't know about them, but respect is very important. It's a big thing for me. And y'all be wildin' sometimes. Y'all be acting like the stuff that y'all do be fine. And I'm like, with who? With who is this okay with? Maybe I don't respond big enough because I don't be wanting to waste that kind of energy. I'm not for what? When I can just leave, when I can just dismiss myself, when I can just go on about my business. I feel like that'd be the most appropriate thing for me to do because I told y'all last week what happened when I lose my temper. So I'm just saying. So I have to separate myself from the problem because my head pop off and Kizzy actually shows up. I got that nickname. It's over here. I got that nickname one day. My cousin gave it to me because my head popped off and somebody else had showed up. Richard says he's not real to himself. You can say that again. Respect is very important and necessary. It is, and I'm like, I don't know why. I feel like, and I feel like I'm the only person that gets that sometimes. I be like, you can't say whatever you want to somebody, no matter where you are, disrespectfully, and expect for them to accept it every time. I told y'all, Lunatic got mad at me because he disrespected me in his house and was talking crazy, and I talked crazy back. You gonna talk to me like that in my house? You shouldn't talk to anybody the way that you just talk to me in any place. But I'm like your mama. Wherever it went down at, that's where I'm checking it at. It is what it is. You can't possibly expect respect from me when you aren't giving any. And that's another thing. Men think, oh, certain men, I ain't gonna talk about all y'all. There's a group of men, this same group of men I've been talking about, don't understand that you gotta respect people too. You can't just be disrespectful because it's a woman. They learn real quick with me. How you talk to me is how I'm gonna talk to you. I'm a reflection. I'm a mirror. But they demand so much and then be mad when they be mad at me at least when I be like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Why you can't do it? Why would I do that? What are you doing for me? Now, don't get it twisted now, because I've had this. If I feel like this man is treating me like a princess, and that does not necessarily mean spending his money. It's just, opening doors, you know, allowing me to be soft, allowing me just to be nonchalant and not care when we go somewhere where my head ain't on a swivel because his is, where I can just become a damsel in distress. Absolutely. I'm going to do all those things that man asked me to do because at that point, he deserves it because he's doing husband responsibilities. But don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to make it easier for girls, apparently. I'm just mad and bitter at nobody. I don't care enough to be mad and bitter at anybody about a relationship. I just don't forget. That don't mean I'm gonna be mean to you, nasty to you when I see you. I'm gonna speak, wish you the best. It is what it is. It's done. I realized a long time ago baggage wasn't a thing that I wanted to carry around from relationship to relationship. I remember, but I don't. But I remember just enough to know I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll allow you the opportunity to show me that you're different. And the minute that I see that you ain't, and 9 times out of 10, 9.9 times out of 10, they are still exhibiting those same behaviors that turned me off from them in the first place. A man should sacrifice his pride to protect and respect a true relationship. I 1000% agree, but I don't even know if a true relationship, yeah, but a lot of times one person think they're in a relationship, the other one thinks it's a situationship. And then when it hits the fan, I don't remember having I ain't agree to this and I ain't agree to that, which is I'm like, yeah, y'all, sis, you gotta ask the questions. If he's offended by you asking him where y'all trying to go with this, leave him alone. He already got some stuff going on. Take my money, my house, and my car. Lord have mercy. Virgil, I can't kick you off the line from over here. So yeah, gotta get it, and that's why I be like, y'all gotta really start having real conversations and be upfront, ladies, about what your expectations are as far as the whole situation. Period. Are you dating just to date? Are you looking for something more serious? Where your head, asking where he is in his headspace. If he can't tell you where he is in his headspace, honey, enjoy your date. Enjoy your date with him, and then sit back and see what color the wall gonna be. Thanking for a nice time, all that good stuff. As a man, you are not in a relationship to prove that you are the captain, but to build and lead peace, joy, and happiness. But see, that's the problem, Richard. A lot of men think that they're they're in a relationship to prove that they're the captain. They don't understand it becomes a partnership. Teamwork makes the dream work. That's why God took one of your ribs in the first place, so you can give it to her. Her standing next to you should just be like you standing there. But I guess you got to find the one to get there first. But the behaviors that y'all be exhibiting, making all these demands, talking about what you want somebody to do for you first, you ain't gonna get there. Y'all got to relax. Y'all be doing the most, and I hate to say this, but somebody gonna be mad at me. It's a lot of male bitches running around right now that are over 40. I swear that the young dudes is making y'all look ridiculously sad. Y'all post, y'all podcast. Like what that woman did to you? What woman hurt you? If you dealing with some trauma, go see somebody. Go talk about it. Say it out loud. It'll be a lot easier for you to deal with. I'm just one of those people who I'm not a pain freak, so I don't like reliving moments. So I push them into my subconscious or completely out of my head because it is what it is. What's done is done. I can't take it back. He can't take it back. We didn't work. It is what it is. Have a nice life. They always just try to come back to me. I made a mistake. I was young and dumb. I didn't realize. And I'd be like, how when I told you? I didn't realize you felt that way. How when I told you? I wish I would have been smarter then. I'm a better man now. Man, if you don't leave me alone. Like I literally had to tell one, like he was so caught up on my actions in the situationship, not realizing that my actions were actually reactions to the situationship. Like if you telling me you single, then I'm single too. So that means I can go date people. I guess he just wasn't used to no woman saying, okay, cool, and going on about her business and going to date somebody else. Had a whole relationship and you 38 hot, still screaming, I'm your woman, but you single. Women say the same. I've had a few say that. I don't backtrack though. Honey, some men are good men. I have said it. I have said it 100 times. All of y'all ain't crap. And some women be so caught up in what they've already experienced, they don't really know how to receive a good man when they get one. They got to become more emotionally intelligent. Yeah, I said it. They got to be more self aware. They got to really think about their triggers. You know what I'm saying? But Sometimes it's good to talk about your previous relationship. You got to find you one that really, really has gotten to that point of loving you. But that doesn't start out in the beginning. You grow to that. And if you're lucky, you just get one that automatically makes you feel safe. Have a I just be sitting back to see what color the wall gonna be, cause honey, they be a whole mess out here in these streets, and I just be like, all right then, and they be like, oh, you act like you don't care. I do care. I just don't want to. I just don't want to burn the energy, getting worked up, trying to convince you that I do, considering that I'm with you, and you mad about me showing somebody kinky lingerie on my phone. Insecurities run deep for us all. That's why people, have trust issues because of previous relationships, situationships, entanglements, whatever you want to call it. And that's where a lot of people also make the mistake of bringing that with them. But fellas, stop expecting for her to give you and do everything for you out of the gate. I mean, or period, when you haven't set that tone by doing what at the time is necessary for whoever the woman that you're dating, because it's all gonna be different. It's not gonna all be the same. All right. Richard says a real man shouldn't be full of excuses just to have a second chance. No, he shouldn't. Be real in everything that concerns you, because when you can't tell yourself the truth, there's no way you can be real or tell somebody else will tell her the truth. The real identity should build up your interest and your integrity. Listen, it's funny that you said that, Richard. That part when there's no way you can be real or tell her the truth. You gotta be truthful with yourself. I say this all the time. I don't know how many times I've told somebody this. Stop lying to yourself so you can stop lying to me. I don't want to hear it. It sound good, but stop lying to yourself so you can stop lying to me. I have said this countless times in numerous situations. Stop lying to yourself so you can stop lying to me. That's the problem. They they're not people aren't truthful. I'm not gonna say just men, but people aren't truthful. Men, women alike, but mostly men. Um, y'all aren't truthful. Y'all could be in a relationship 100 years and still holler about you single and try to talk to somebody. You could be married and still do it. This isn't specific to men. It's just that men are more likely to do so than women. Because a woman will stop catching flights and start catching feelings real quick. We ain't got time. Been there, done it. Like Usher say. Been there, done it, around. So I don't know. It just be rattling me a little bit when I see these posts about these men that screaming about what they not gonna do for a woman and how they're expecting 50-50. And that if she don't do this, then she can't be with him. How you gonna be my woman if you don't do this and do that, baby? I got to be your woman first to do that. And they put the horse before the wagon. They put the wagon before the horse, and that's what be killing me, baby. I gotta be your woman first to do that. You gotta commit to this relationship to get that verbally and in action. I gotta feel it, and I gotta hear it. And if I ain't feeling it and I'm only hearing it, but these actions ain't lining up, then that ain't what you giving me. Some men are not truthful because their concerns is just about the attractions. You think so? The attraction, you mean elaborate. We got a few more minutes. Some men are not truthful because their concerns is just about the attraction. Oh, because they're only attracted to her. They ain't trying to. They're just trying to smash. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They lie because that's a lot of time. That's the case. They just want to smash. A lot of times, that is exactly the case. I know. Crazy work. I'll be making none of this stuff up, y'all. Instagram, thank y'all for tuning in. Oh yeah, we streaming on all three tonight. We on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Anyway, y'all, I had to change the date for the black tie experience for a couple of different reasons. One, the lingerie wasn't going to arrive in time. Two, DJ, the first my I told y'all the DJ that I wanted wasn't available, so I had to use a different DJ. Well, his brother is getting married that day, and it's a strong possibility that he wasn't gonna make it. They referred somebody else, and I didn't know who that was. So I was like, ugh. So then I reached out to the venue and was like, okay, I'll push it back a few weeks. And when I went to do that, I found out the only day that they had available in the next few weeks was October the 11th. Every other Saturday is booked up. However, the highlight performance of the night has another show to do on that same night. So I'm just like, oh my God, this is, I'm going to have it anyway. I'm going to have it. I'm going to have it. So, and I found all of this stuff out like since like Friday. It's Tuesday. So now I got to circle back with the event space. Uh, and I was like, well, if it's, as long as I can do it in early November, because I got other things going on at the later part of the month. I was like, man, as long as I can do it in early November at the latest, I'll be good to go. But I already know that the venue doesn't have any of dates available in October except the 11th, which doesn't work for the R&B portion of the night. So go figure. Go figure. That's where I'm at with that. I'm a little stressed out. I'm a little bit in my feelings about it, but it just happened Friday. I might have got told about the DJ part before Friday. So y'all, I'm working through it. I'm working through it. Y'all know what? Y'all know I got a vitamin D deficiency and I'm trying something new. I take my vitamin D. I grabbed me some of these moringa tablets. I'm gonna tell y'all I'm gonna make sure I tell y'all how they worked out. If what happened. I'm on day two. Apparently on day three, the detoxifying is supposed to happen. So I'm gonna stay to the house tomorrow. But I'm gonna try these out. So I've heard good things. Make sure if you buy them from a reputable place like I did. They weren't that much. I can't remember how much they were for this 1 month. I subscribed so that I could keep getting them. Anyway, y'all stay tuned. September 23rd, kinkywithkizzy.com officially changes to kinkylingerie.inc.com. Y'all know I go through a rebrand in a minute, like I did with Men Ain't Men into the to what? Conversation with Kizzy. Y'all see it up there in the corner. It's somewhere back there, y'all. Y'all see it up there. Y'all know I go through a rebrand in a minute, but it's not so much as a rebrand. Um, I'm still building and working on that, still pushing it. Y'all will start to see more of the kinky lingerie stuff. If you haven't followed the page, go follow it. Don't worry, I'll be sending out invites and go shop. It's about to be Halloween. I need to put out some role play costumes for Halloween. Yeah, y'all, I got them too. Anyway, it's at the bottom of the hour. As always, it is always a pleasure to come on here and chat with y'all and talk with y'all. Um, I got some special guests coming up. I just don't know when, which reminds me I need to call somebody back tomorrow or text them tonight and and confirm when she wants to come on and chat y'all up. A new R&B singer. Somebody let it fly in here, and I'm gonna be running around here with the damn fly swatter for the rest of the night until I kill it, because I can't stand no flies or roaches for that matter. No, ma'am. Anyway, y'all know what I always say, or do y'all not? Y'all know what I always say, don't y'all? Y'all know what I always say. Be good. Be good or be good at it. But don't get caught. Love and light.
Conversations with Kizzy.
Conversation.
Kizzy.